So my name's Conor MacKenzie.
I'm John Gilmour. We decided to start this project last year about this time. We were approached to take over this building, and it was something that Conor and I had talked about in the past with having a float house.
The opportunity came up and we jumped at it, but it was definitely a big bite and we chewed it for a long time. We started figuring out which kind of systems we needed. We needed water and function totally off grid. It was entirely off grid for the whole summer, so we were a little bit of gasoline generator assistance. Other than that, we were exclusively living off the rain and living off the sun.
And it would be a part of it too when we were building these systems was not sacrificing. We wanted to be able to live our life and have a comfortable home. So it wasn't as if we were looking at, slumming it where we've got one light on and everybody reading around it. I mean, we've got a TV, we're able to entertain ourselves, have people over. So that was a big part of it too. We didn't want just a bare bones package when we put it in, so we put in something that was actually going to work for our lifestyle as well.
Yeah, and it was a challenge. I mean, there's not really a book out there that tells you exactly how to do any of this stuff, so it was, it was a matter of finding the right people. We met some real characters along the way, having a lot of conversations, taking a few wrong turns, and then eventually figuring it all out, pairing things up, and as far as we can tell right now, everything's working pretty good.
Yeah, we're one year down and everything's working. When it came to hooking up the solar system, I mean, we were totally in the dark, having to figure it out on our own. Same with propane. I mean, when we were trying to run propane lines, I mean, something that both of us had never done before. So there was definitely a big learning curve in some of the stuff we were doing. But the big thing is it's not impossible if you're a critical thinker and you've got the ability to read some material and ask questions. I'd say, if you're motivated, anybody can do it, especially the water system. Our water catchment system's our most basic system, and it's our most effective system. As everybody knows, Tofino obviously has no shortage of water. We've calculated it out, and we figure that this roof, last night we did a rough calculation, we figured this roof collects over 200,000 liters of water in a year here. Significant amount of water. Mm-hmm. And it's served us well. Definitely have some long showers, and when it's raining, and you don't have long showers when it's mid-July and you don't know if there's going to be rain for a month, but it works, and we're proud of it. Yeah, it is incredible how much you can conserve. Yeah, we have about 2,000 liters capacity. We'll go over that, but it doesn't take much. One night of rain. Yeah, and it fills everything right back up, and you got a new lease on life. As far as building a solid, durable, effective, efficient water catchment system, there's obviously some real basics you need to cover. You need to figure out where you're going to catch it, you need to figure out what you're going to store it in, and then you need to figure out how you're going to get it into your house, or and if you're looking at pre-build, maybe all you want is for it to be something that you can access through your garage, for watering your garden in the summer, when it does go dry, or washing your car or something like that. So basically for us, we took some pretty basic concepts, where we're going to get the water from and how we're going to store it. Fortunately, for things like rain barrels, you buy them in the fall when people aren't thinking gardening. It's a good way to save money. All you're doing is putting parts together. There's no system that really drops in place that we came across that was definitely nothing in our price range where we could have, pump, pressure tank, all those sort of things. So it's components that we just started putting together. A lot of the stuff we had, rain barrels was one, pressure tank, pressure switches, and then we kind of had to fill in the gaps after that.
Our storage system, actually, you can see the eaves run along the edge of the roof here, both sides, and then we've got downspouts running right into our storage system here. These are all level, so as this one fills, it pushes over to these other four, and it actually pushes over to the other side as well, and vice versa. But in theory, we should have the same amount of water coming down both sides of the building. Anyways, we've got these screens on here, and you get a little bit of junk for sure. And right once in a while, clean it off. When we're away from the docks here, rarely ever needs to be cleaned. But here, it's occasionally it's something you need to do. That'd be awesome.
So the two lines outside actually join up, and this is where they come in. There's a little shed outside here where we've got a propane cage, so they come in through there. This is our pumptions with the suck side. And then our pressure side, the way it works is we pressurize this tank, and this pressurizes the entire system, which puts us at about 30 pounds, which is household kind of water pressure. And then what happens after there is we come back, and as we go out the system, after it's pressurized, goes through the filtration. So we've got our 25 to 5 micron, and then we've got a carbon filter as well in here. And then it just goes after that. We really plumb into just the main water line of the whole house. So we can go cold water up and goes through the roof here. And then we've got our hot water as well. So just in this side here, we've got our, it's called a Renai system, and it's a hot water on demand. So it runs in through the hot water system and then just back out, and we're regular household plumbing after that. Nothing really special.
You know, if you're motivated, anybody can do it.